I'm going to show you how to make a really nice prototype with a swipe transition that has a color fade background effect. First step is to create a link and make a new transition. Then in the transition designer, I'm going to drag the end screen on top of the start screen. But you don't want to see the end screen at the beginning of your transition, so you need to hide some of the elements here. I'm going to fade out the background. I'm going to drag this card off to the right. And then I'll toggle to the end of the transition, drag this card off to the left. And I think I need to place that at the top of the layer list. I need to hide this gray background. And then I'm going to connect some layers here. So I've got Pro in both screens, so that's these text layers across the top. I'll connect those. And if you don't know how connected layers works, there's a tutorial video on our website that you should check out. And I think that's it. The transition looks pretty good. So I'm going to give it a name. I'll call this next item. Then I'll save and exit back to the canvas. Now I'm just going to create all the links using that same transition so that I can go back and forth through the different screens here. And this one needs to go in reverse. So I'll make sure I set that. Reverse transition. Now these white card areas, I want to be able to swipe on those. So for these, I'm going to choose the gesture left swipe. And then on this one, going back the other direction, I'm going to choose right swipe and reverse transition. And same thing for this one, right swipe, reverse transition. Cool. Now I've set up all the links using that same transition, so I'll open up the preview and test this out. It's really nice to be able to tap these links across the top and also swipe through the cards at the bottom. So same exact transition. If you go back and edit the transition, those edits take place across all the instances of this transition everywhere that you've linked it. And I'd say that's a pretty impressive transition, especially with the direct manipulation swipe gesture and the color fade effect in the background. Couldn't have been easier to create it in Flinto for Mac.